This video is going to go over number 16 from the College Algebra Final Exam Review. It asks us to solve the square root of x plus 3 equals x minus 3. So we're trying to get x equals as our final answer. So in order to do that, I see that there's a square root. So the opposite of a square root is squaring. Square root and square cancel each other out. If you want to think about it, there's a little 2 in the index of a square root, and those two 2's cancel each other out, just like multiplying and dividing cancel each other out, adding, subtracting cancel each other out. Square root and square are opposite operations, so they cancel each other out. What you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So we're going to square both sides. So we're left with x plus 3 equals x minus 3 squared. Now, in order to expand this, we have to write x minus 3 out twice. And we're going to distribute. So x times x will give us x squared. We have x plus 3 equals x squared. X times negative 3, negative 3x. Negative 3 times x is again negative 3x. And then negative 3 times negative 3 will give us positive 9. So we're going to combine our like terms. So negative 3x minus 3x. So x plus 3 equals x squared minus 6x plus 9. So I notice I have a quadratic function. I have x squared. So whenever I solve quadratic functions, I need to get it in standard form first. So set equal to 0. So I'm going to move this x over by subtracting x from both sides. I'm also going to move this 3 over by subtracting 3 from both sides. That'll leave nothing, which is 0 on the left-hand side, equals x squared minus negative 6x minus 1x is negative 7x. 9 minus 3 will give us 6. So now we have to solve 0 equals x squared minus 7x plus 6. So we have it in standard form, so I need to try to factor. So I notice that x squared, negative 7x, and 6 all have nothing in common, so there's no GCF. Based off of our standard form, I have 0 equals ax squared plus bx plus c. So my a value is 1, b is negative 7, c is 6. So I'm looking for two numbers that multiply together to give me 1 times 6, which is 6. The same two numbers to add together to give me negative 7, which is b. So negative 6 and negative 1 multiply together to give me 6 and add together to give me negative 7. So because a is 1, I can go ahead and jump down to my two factors of x minus 6 and x minus 1. Almost done, trying to get x equal, so I'm going to set each factor equal to 0. Oops. So x minus 6 equals 0, x minus 1 equals 0. Solving each one separately, I'm going to add 6 to both sides. I get x equals 6. I'm going to add 1 to both sides, and I get x equals 1. So these are our two solutions, x equals 6 and x equals 1 for number 16 on the College Algebra Final Exam Review.